Hello everyone, friends. Today in this video, I will discuss an important topic, that is how to prepare CMA Final Direct Tax and International Taxation, paper number 16. Under this topic, I will cover 5 points. First, what is the weightage? Second, about syllabus and paper pattern. And third, resources. Under resources, I will talk about only institute's resources. That is study material, workbook, RTP, MTP, suggested answer plus relevant amendments. Fourth point, I will also cover some important questions from workbook, which must be revised before going to appear for exam. And fifth point, some other thing which must be remembered. So let's get started one by one. If we talk about weightage, the whole 100 marks DT paper is divided into 3 sections. Section A, Advanced Tax Law, which carries 50 marks weightage. Section B, International Taxation, which carries 30 marks. And Section C, Tax Practices and Procedure, which carries 20 marks weightage. Now let's talk about syllabus and paper pattern. The whole DT paper is divided into 17 chapters. Assessment of various entities, non-resident return of income, assessment procedure, interest, survey, search and seizure, collection, recovery and refund, appeal, ratification, revision, settlement commission, advance ruling, penalties and prosecution, business restructuring, different aspect of tax planning, income tax authorities, e-commerce transaction and liability in special cases, ICDS, black money and imposition of tax act, and last, international taxation. Now talk about paper pattern. Friends, we have December 19 question paper, which is divided into 2 sections. Section A is for 20 marks and Section B is for 80 marks. Section A consists of 10 multiple choice question, which weightage is 20 marks. Now see section B. Now if we see bifurcation, then 8 plus 4 plus 4. Question 3, 16 marks. Question 4, 8 plus 8. Question 5 is based on case law. Under question 5, there are 5 questions, out of which you have to attempt any 4 out of 5. As per institute, your answer should be under the following heads. First, issue involved. Second, brief discussion on provision applicable to the issue. Third, analysis of the issue involved. And last, conclusion. So, you have to answer under 4 part. Question 6, 8 plus 5 plus 3. Question 7, 8 plus 8. Now question 8. Under question 8, there are 5 questions. Out of 5 questions, you have to attempt any 4. And each question carries 4 marks weightage. So 4 into 4 equal to 16 marks. Now let's talk about institute resources. This is study material issued by the institute. You can study from here, or you can follow any reference book, which must be fully amended. This is workbook in question answer format. You should practice from the workbook. Earlier, institute issued revision test paper for revision purpose, but now this has been discontinued due to work. For each attempt, institute issue 2 sets of MTP, set 1 and set 2. You must prepare these 2 sets of MTP. Now talk about suggested answer. You can practice past 6 attempt suggested answer, but one thing you must be remember that The suggested answer must be updated and fully amended as per relevant Finance Act. For amendment, institute issue supplementary for each attempt like paper 16. So you must prepare all the latest amendment because the chances of asking amendment in the exam is very high. Now let's cover some important question from workbook. Page 5 question 2b. Page 8 question 5 comparison between MAT and AMT. This is very important for conceptual clarity between AMT and MAT. Page 30 question 4 section 139 subsection 1. Page 48 question 2 which covers interest under section 230A, B and C. This question must be revised before exam. Page 81 question 2 compute penalty leviable under section 270A. Page 90 question 6. This question is all about slump sale. How to compute depreciation in case of slump sale. Page 98 question 3 section 35 AD. So this was all about list of important questions from workbook. Now let's talk about things to remember. Friends, you must know the relevant Finance Act applicable for the relevant attempt. If you are going to appear for December 2020 exam, then relevant Finance Act is Finance Act 2019. But if you are going to appear June 2021 or December 2021, then relevant Finance Act is 2020. Friends, I have uploaded a video on my channel, certified photocopy of paper 16 direct tax law and international taxation. You must watch that video to avoid silly mistake in this paper. Now some other point from MAT topics. 3 statement in MAT calculation. First, computation of total income, computation of book profit, computation of tax liability. This is PGBP summary from section 28 to 44 DB. List of expenditure allowable. This is section of transfer pricing 92, 92A, B, BA, 92C and CA, 92CB safe harbor rule, 92CC, CD, 92CE, 92D, 92E, 92AF about arm's length price. So this is it. I hope this video would be very helpful to you. If there is any question or suggestion, please let me know. Thank you so much.